Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the Bug Warrior. In today's video I will show you how Andariel will change the Undercity in the upcoming Season 11 of Diablo 4. As you know, in Season 11 the lesser evils have invaded Sanctuary and each one of them has taken control of an activity or zone. Andariel now controls the Undercity and because of that the gameplay has changed. So let's see the things that will be different in Season 11. The first thing that you will notice are these new Tormented Spirit Beacons that have been corrupted. They will spawn more dangerous enemies, however these special beacons not only they give you more attunement but also increase your chances of encountering Andariel throughout the run. This makes these special beacons a priority at the Undercity since you will be farming Andariel to increase the ranks of her essences, but we will discuss that in a bit. One last thing regarding the spirit beacons, if you stay inside the beacon's aura, you will prevent time degradation, so ideally every time you activate a beacon, you want to stay there until it is ignited. However, do take into consideration that there are new enemies that when you slay them, they reduce time. I will discuss that in a moment. The second change that you will find is that throughout the levels there are these new Anguished Souls. When you slay them, they will reduce 2 seconds from the timer. They also appear when you activate a Tormented Spirit Beacon, so ideally you want to avoid them. However, these enemies are mixed with regular monsters, so it is very hard to target them individually. The third thing that you will notice is that the Anguish Manifest, which is basically the echo or shade of Andariel, can spawn at any time in the Undercity run. Once again, you have better chances of summoning her the more Tormented Beacons you ignite. This shade of Andariel, aside from being dangerous, will reduce the time you've got left with some of her attacks. This is particularly dangerous when you're using tributes that already reduce your time, so if you find it, either you dispose of her fast, or if you can't, then try to reach the exit as fast as possible. With all these different mechanisms reducing the time you've got to complete the Undercity, it is your priority to yes, activate and complete the Spirit Beacons as fast as you can, but also you need to defeat the enemies that grant you time. The best ones are these monsters that have the white elite icon, because each one of them grants about 50 seconds when slayed. Also, you want to destroy all the Hell's Trumpet mushrooms or the egg clusters that you encounter, since each one of those gives you plus 20 seconds. Lastly, you know the minions that have the sand clock icon, they each give you plus 3 seconds, so getting them in a group is always a good idea. Last but not least, it is not very common, but eventually at the end of the run you will face Andariel herself. This version of Andariel is really creepy. I like what the Diablo 14 did here, because you can see in her intro that she's suffering and I guess also enjoying the pain at the same time as she walks in chains towards you. Anyhow, Andariel will summon rune chains that will lock you when you are near them, so you need to destroy them to be able to move. Also, as you deplete her health bar, she will summon the Anguish Manifest, which is the shade or echo of the Andariel that you can encounter throughout the level. Even if the Anguish Manifest appears, do your best to ignore her and focus on slaying Andariel, Maiden of Anguish, because once she goes down, the Anguish Manifest will also be destroyed. The first time you defeat Andariel, she will drop the Corrupted Claw of Andariel. This will most likely be the second divine gift that you will get, so you need to bring it to Hadriel so you can make use of it. Aside from the claw, you will get better loot and XP than when facing the normal Undercity bosses. This makes farming Andariel at the Undercity great for leveling up, but also to increase the ranking of the divine gifts that are attached to her, and also to farm her corrupted claws that later on you will need to open the chests from Asmodan, but more about that in a future video. So as you can see, there are a lot of reasons to farm the Undercity in the upcoming Season 11 of Diablo 4. Please let me know what you think of these changes and Andariel in the comments. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.